hard point. We got LAG, we got New York SubPar getting ready to start off. We're looking right at Dirty Dan. We're looking on the POV of Dirty Dan. We're gonna see him run through this little small train station, try to bust P1 through the front door, or maybe go around to the back windows. You already see that New York SubPar already got players there. Brandy, he's already sitting in the small room, waiting for one player to try to go through this back. But Dirty Dan starts off the first blood for LA Dweez, but New York SubPar are doing a great job of getting this early this P1 time.
Yeah, it's been pretty contest heavy, and now as they're going to go 3 for 1, that's going to grant LAG clearance on the point and allow them to start accruing time. And even though New York have those close spawns, they're just trying to figure out how exactly they want to work in. Looks like player 7 and T just going to try to make a flank here, and he's going to get behind a couple of people, making the route and the play to cause those heads to turn for LAG is going to cause problems, and now that allows his teammates to come in for reinforcements. These New York players are now spawning out, so it is going to be a 1v4 on the hill for T, just playing his life until his teammates can get there. But with how contest heavy this P1 has been, and no one getting any really good time, I'd say if you're New York, or excuse me, if you're LAG, that's a win, right? Because New York had the preferable spawns, and now as this P2 pops, unfortunately you flipped New York out for it, but if you're LAG, that's a win on this first hill.
LAG right here on the rotation already got 2 down, 1 by Dirty Dan, 1 by Juan Cena. Now they're getting ready to break in through the front right now. Poseidon, we're looking at his POV. He gets 2. Juan Cena gets 1. That's Juan Cena actually with 2 Dirty Dan. And that's just the LAG with a full on break, but New York SubPar are spawning in the back. You got Robert M on this dock side. He's coming, he's trying to get close for this New York SubPar to come in for this break. There is a full on break. New York SubPar are in there. The hill is getting very mixy with both teams going back and forth. The kill feed is just going back and forth between 2 teams, but LAG have came out with the end of this P2 time. The rotation is on, and you can see that player 4 for LAG is already in the back, but we don't know who has the spawns right now. You can see all of New York coming from this P1 side. All of LAG are trying to push back for the docks. New York are trying to get control of these spawns right now as this hill does pop off, and they do got early control of this time.
Yeah, I like the decisiveness out of New York there to know that they weren't going to win that time. They gave the hill one more break at about the 30-second mark, and then all 4 arrows just went for this P3. And fortunately, that granted them this early time. They were able to get in, get over, challenge this player, and look to get those early kills that granted them time. Now, LAG, of course, do have the close spawns, and from this hike from P3 compared to P1, it is much closer than what New York even had. So LAG is going to be basically spawning right on top of the hill. It's going to be up to New York now to once again make a break. They've been getting the favorable spawns and the favorable positioning for all 3 hills thus far and just have been unable to capitalize. LAG doing a great job at getting the break, getting the positions they need to, and slaying out on the hill. But we're going to see a 3 for 1 exchange go down on the hill. That's going to grant New York the rest of the scrap time, and now they have to make the rotation to P4.
The LAG's already here on this P4 here, already trying to set up, trying to get in position so they can make sure they can hold this early control time of this P4 time. Right now, they're just looking for kills, but the kills are going back and forth between both teams. LAG finally has a player on this hill. You can see all of New York are trying to push in from the back. All 4 of them is in the back. Let's see if they can make the read. There's 1 down in the sides of New York. Brindy with the nice little pinch, and that is a great break for the size of New York to break into this hill. You got players from LAG trying to break in from this train station side, but Brindy, he's in the front. He was holding down, but he got taken down by Poseidon. LAG are on this hill, but as soon as I say that, New York breaks right in to make this P4 hill as mixy as you can go. But there is the kills in the favor of New York to making sure they have control of this hill.
Yeah, New York's going to end up spawning towards that left-hand side of your screen, so there's going to be a pinch working in. Though there's 10 seconds left, these New York players are just going to focus on this P5, and that does grant them favorable spawns for P1. I know that's looking a ways ahead as we still have a full 60 to go on the P5, but they are set up pretty well, so if they can hold this 50-yard line on the map, and they can also maintain these spawns on the left side, they should be pretty set up to get points. But just as I say that, now it's going to be a top and bottom side of the map split for the spawns. Looks like LAG is going to be spawning on the bottom side of the map here. New York on the top. Player 1 trying to take a route, make a play here and make the pinch, try and flip these New York players out on the spawn. So as New York is getting most of this time for this P5, which is a pretty mixy hill, LAG went ahead and secured spawns for P1. So great read and awareness of the map and what's going on for LAG as now they have these P1 spawns. Let's see if they try to make another break here, or they're going to give New York most of this time.
Yeah, you can see player 1 and player 2 from LAG trying to come in from this train station side, but player 1 gets taken down. There's both of them. There gets taken down. Poseidon, he's the last man up, but he gets taken down by Destin. Destin's currently on a 5 streak before he finally gets taken down XO Ghost. There is a break for the scrap time, but as soon as I say that, the hill is just being mixy, and you can see that the spawns have finally flipped for New York. They do have 2 players on this hill with all players from LAG coming from this upper courtyard side. Can they break in? LAG does come in with a full-on 3-man down break to break into this hill to have New York spawning in from the back, trying to rush in from this mid side and from this train station side.
Yeah, I was about to comment on the fact that New York had accrued just a 50-point lead there, as they got most of the time on that P5. It was nearly tied as P5 broke, and they got most of the time there to grant them their lead. But as I say that, LAG did exactly what they did the first time around, which was get a really early break on this P1 and get a lot of time. Now, fortunately for New York, the improvement they made is that they were able to break back into this hill, get a clean wipe on the hill itself, and start getting more time. So New York making improvements on this second set of hills. LAG are going to have to start now looking to make the rotation, as Destin is just going to go rogue and go off. He's going to pop 5 in the LAG spawn and absolutely guarantee these last 10 seconds for New York. Way to go big for the team there, as now they have the rotation over to P2 as well.
The rotation is on for the sides of New York. They're trying to hold this in from the backside. They got player 3 first coming in, but he finally gets taken down. The kill feed is just all yellow in the sides of New York. They're doing everything they can right now in the slaying department to make sure that they win this round 1 of Berlin. Right now they got 4 men, 3 guys in the hill, making sure that LAG, when they're coming from this front side, they're going to take it down. Robert, he gets 1. There's Brendy, he gets 1. There's Brendy with 2. Destin actually gets that kill. Brendy's looking for his second kill, but he finally gets taken down. The hill is going back and forth, but New York wins that battle for these 30 seconds right now, and they got the 30 seconds control of this hill with New York still coming in from this mid side, trying to push in from this P5 side. And Dirty Dan, he's opening up with 1 kill, seeing if he can find 2, seeing if he can break in for his team, and that is the break that he needed. But the spawns are in the favor for the New York SubPar.
Yeah, since this P5 at the end of that last rotation, New York has just been on a tear. I'd like to think the scoreline has been nearly 100 points to maybe 30 or so from the side of LAG. It was a nearly tied game before P5 popped, and ever since then, New York has just been in control. They've been making the rotations, getting the spawns. If they get broken, they're breaking back right away and flushing these players out, and now it's just turned into a dominant, just one-sided first hard point for us. What was a close game, New York has busted wide open, and that's due to decisiveness and teamwork, and that's what they've displayed here for us. Is they can very well win it on this hill. LAG is really going to have to start contesting this time to force it over to this P4, and that's exactly what they're going to be able to do now with just enough time left. Them contesting, this is going to give New York a chance to make a rotation play as well, as these LAG players are just throwing 1 life at a time on here, trying to see if they got enough contest time. It looks like they did, so New York are going to start the rotation on the top side of the map. These LAG players don't know if they're aware of the fact that they did push it to further time, as a couple more players are sitting live over here. But we see player 2, that's going to be Juan Cena, dropping in the back, trying to secure spawns for the team. He's got a big gunfight ahead of him as this hill pops. They're going to need perfect hardpoint to finish this out.
Yeah, and that big gunfight in the back was lost by the sides of LAG. New York SubPar have 2 players in the back. You got XO Ghost trying to make the big play for his team, but T just back there playing his life, making sure that they're on the hill. New York SubPar only needs 9 seconds to win this game, to win this map 1, and they're looking like they're doing just that. But there is the break right there for the sides of LAG. New York SubPar just got these spawns in the back. You see Robert M trying to find players from this LAG side to take him off this hill. Destin, he gets the break. There's only 1 second, 2 seconds left, and there is the map 1 win for the New York SubPar to win this map 1, 250 to 127. You're right, Cash. Soon as the second set of rotations popped off after we got to this P5, it was just all New York, all slaying, all Destin, all Robert M.
We're going to have New York starting here on this defensive side. We'll see how they elect to play here, as all of these players are going to kind of flood towards this B site. Looks to be the more popular site. XO getting aggressive up in the mid map here, trying to see if he can make something happen, just see if someone's going to rush through under this bridge, get maybe a look. But right now everyone got to their positions and they're just kind of holding. That's pretty standard for S&Ds, especially the first round. You're just trying to feel the other team out.
Yeah, they're just pretty holding, but Juan Cena did get some shots fired on him. Robert M is on the top of this church, putting shots down on players. He spotted 2 of them, but they are playing the low. Robert M did happen to get the first blood on XO Ghost. Destin with another kill, Destin with 2, and that leaves Dirty Dan in a 1v4 underneath this bridge. Let's see if he's getting ready to run. He's getting ready to run right in front of Brendy, and Brendy's getting ready to get that kill, and there's the last kill for New York SubPar to come in with this 1-0 impressive round 1 win.
Yeah, they still got defense, and I really like how they just got to the positions they're comfortable in, and they just waited for the LG players to run in front of them. And a lot of people, you can tell maybe whether they're well repped on a map or not, but it seems like New York early on here know where they want to be, know where they need to be, the positions that they can best help their team and influence the score line, and that's what they did on that first round. We'll see how they elect to take this offense, and if that changes things up, if they stay as composed as they did on defense, as we're going to see a big battle go down here in the mid map. Oh wait, he got
Yeah,
passed.
it was like they just everybody just ran, but this XO goes with the first two bloods right there. Then Robert M with the two to trade back. It's a 2v1 with Robert M. He's by himself. The bomb is getting closer to this A site. The bomb is actually down by A. You got Robert M playing his middle. Shots are putting down on Robert M by XO Ghost. Let's see if XO Ghost can get the kill. Dirty Dan on the flank. Dirty Dan with the kill, and that's an impressive round. That's an impressive round 2 win for LAG to tie this up 1-1.
Yeah, the blood battle initially went the way of LAG, and that forced New York to have to adjust. And by then, it was just Bobby by his lonesome trying to make something happen. So, just unlucky odds against them. The LAG players were split, and then were able just to collapse on his position with the shots fired. So, great job out of LAG to bounce back after that round and win the first blood battle. And I think that's what this map and everything's going to boil down to. It's a pretty small map, and so you really just got to get a first blood and get out with your life. That kind of sets the tone for the round, and that's kind of been the tale of these first two that we've seen. It's getting those first bloods, and that's dictated everything from there.
Yeah, you're right. Trying to get this first blood, and you can see that Destin and Brindy right there with the first blood on XO Ghost. That was XO Ghost underneath. XO Ghost is the one who actually had the bomb, so he actually dropped the bomb. Brindy did get the first blood, so it makes it a 3v4 advantage for New York SubPar. Robert and with the kill on Wansina. Dirty Dan looking for Brindy. There's the kill on Brindy to make it a 2v3. Poseidon, he's on the roof. He's looking for just anybody around these players, but all these players for New York SubPar are into this top church. Robert M does spot a player who is XO Go, Dirty Dan, and there's leaves Poseidon in the 1v3 by himself trying to get to this bomb, which is in the middle of this ice field. He finds Destin, but Destin right there with the nice kill. And there's New York SubPar to go up 2-1.
New York is really accelerating whenever Bobby gets to that rooftop position. He just knows where these players are going to be. He's making great reads on the map right now, and then Destin able to play clean up there at the end and get the last one. So New York looked good on these defensive rounds. Same thing with LAG. It's just these power positions you can get to on the defensive side. We've yet to see the bomb go down, and we've yet to see an offensive round win. So I think that might tell the tale of who could take this S&D possibly. It's whoever can get that offensive round win. And New York get a crack at it again, as we're going to see this look a little more A-heavy for the first hit.
And we can see that these players from all of LAG just sent everybody into church. Destin with the first blood on Poseidon. So that gives his team the man advantage right now. They're rotating the bomb back towards this B site, but it's like it just stopped under this mid bridge. You can see Wansina, he is over here close to the bomb, but there's Destin with the kill on Wansina. That gives him a 2-4 advantage. This bomb should go down on this B site since they do got clear bomb advantage on B.
Bomb should go down, and these two players just have to try to work a 1v4 retake now at this point. New York looking really dominant, looking like they're hit their offensive form. I just think they look decisive, and I just think their energy is way up. I think they're just playing at a much more elevated level, than LAG, and that's what happens, whenever you have playoff implications and different things on the line. You just play with a little more heart, play with a little more energy, and that's what New York is showing right now. LAG looking to try to spring something back, because if New York go up 4-1 on this defensive side, that can look pretty dangerous for LAG and pretty dire, as they don't want to go down 2-0 in the series. So they're going to look to bounce back here and answer with an offensive round win themselves.
Yeah, and their answer right now is to try to hit this A site through this frozen tundra. You can see that they send everybody over here. Dirty Dan is chasing a player Teej with the first blood. Wansina, there's 3 down for the size of LAG. Leaves Robert M by himself. The bomb is on A. Let's see if they get the bomb down. Let's see if Robert can make this play to get inside the church, but they read him and they see him, and there's LAG taking this round to go to get a 2-3 a 9 advantage, but just to get the round 2 win.
Yeah, LAG capitalized on the over-aggression from Brindy on that B side of the map, and then from there they just got aggressive and were able to get the kills. I think they switched up the pacing, went a little bit quicker, and that caught New York off guard because next thing you know, Bobby was sitting in a 1v3 situation, and that's pretty tough no matter what your skill level is. And so great answer and response out of LAG to keep this one close and to keep it contested. Is now they're going to play. I like this aggressive play we're seeing from them. Is now LAG's going to see 3 in the river, going to get 1, and 1's going to get traded out, and Brendy's going to answer with 2 of his own. Brendy's going to snap and answer with 3 of his own. Give him the ace. Let him find Poseidon and get it done. As Brendy was just ice skating out there. It looked like a figure 8 Olympic performance the way he was spinning around popping kills. It was wonderful. So we'll see if Brendy can get the 4th here. He's trying to hunt this player down. Poseidon chasing him. Will we get the spin again? Maybe lost them as now we're just dancing around the outside of this church. All of the New York players together. I like that. We'll see if the bomb goes down, but I know they're just trying to feed Brendy this kill.
Yeah, they were trying to feed him the kill, but I think the kill got taken by his teammate to make New York go up to a 4-2. Brendy started off the round. Yeah, that was Robert M. We got the kill, the last kill. But Brendy did start off with that nice opening 3-piece. I hope somebody clipped that 3-piece. That 3-piece was very nice that Brendy just did to make his team go up 4-2. Brendy's on a 3 streak right now. His team is on defense. Let's see how they decide to play this defense. Let's see what LAG decides to do with this bomb. It looks like they're taking it to this A side.
Yeah, they're just opting to take this river play again with the smoke. That's going to give them the positioning they need. And it looks like through the smoke, Brendy's going to end up getting caught. Robert able to answer with 1 of his own from top church. And they just don't have an answer for him on defense here. The fact that he's still able to pick up these kills like he's been able to is just a testament to how confident he is to get to that position and gun the players before they can see him. As now it's going to be a 2v3 situation in favor of LAG on this offensive round. Bomb is going to go down. So different offensive look than we've seen from LAG. We'll see how New York opt to take the retake.
Yeah, Tease did get a kill on XO Ghost to even a step to a 2v2. Both of these players are playing in this little area. They are separated out, but there's Tease with the kill. He did get the kill on Dirty Dan. Robert M with the kill on Juan Cena, and there is the 2 kills LAG needed to go up 5-2 in this search and destroy. They only need 1 more round to finish this game out, and you can see a 2-0 advantage for the size of New York SubPar.
Yeah, they want to close this one out here sooner than later. But we are casters, and it is the dreaded 5-2 round count. Do we see LAG bring this one back to a 5-5, or does New York tighten up, finish strong, and close this one out in a 6-2 fashion? We will see. Or is the caster curse alive and well with us tonight, as we're going to see Poseidon look to take this riverside, get on the roof, and get some kills early.
Yeah, he just ran into us. A face full of smoke. Juan Cena, he has 2 coming his way. He got hit with the stun. Like I said, Robert in with the first blood on Poseidon to open it up, and that's Destin with a kill. Destin with another kill. Destin with 2. That leaves Dirty Dan in a 1v4, and the comeback has to happen. It has to start right here with Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan made a long play. He popped his ghost. He got 1. The bomb is playing at A. Let's see if he can get 2. But there's Teej with the trade for his teammate to make sure New York SubPar wins the search and destroy 6-2 to go up in this series 2-0.
In a dominant fashion that they've been finishing out these games. I just, you just
map 3 and force a map 4. Let's get it. Teskin, hardpoint. Let's get it.
We're going to start off here. LAG on the left-hand side of your mini-map. New York on the right-hand side. As this first hard point, I know we say it time and time again as we get on it, but it is mixy, right? It's a bloodbath. People are running around like crazy and just trying to get kills, trying to get map position, trying to get help. But right now, New York do have favorable sides for this P2, so they're going to look to hang on to those as we get into this. And now going 3 for 1, New York is going to be in control of this hill and getting most of this time. Just 1 player left for LAG before the reinforcements come in. Mid-map control in the favor of LAG, but New York just looking to hang on to this time.
Yeah, New York doing a great job of getting the open and break. Brendy did a great job of going on a 3. He's actually on a 4 streak. He did a great job of just opening up, getting opening kills for his team. The rotation is on right now, player 5, who is Robert M, already making this rotation to this next hill. You see the rest of the scrap time is going to go in the favor of New York as LAG decided to rotate. The first battle between player 3 and player 5 is getting ready to happen, and that's a win from player 3. But let's see. LAG did get the favorable response for this hill when it starts off, but nobody has jumped on the hill yet.
Yeah, though they have a 30-second lead to come back from here, the route taken by Ghost was huge to secure spawns for LAG. That puts them in a much better position to get a lot more time on this P2, which is what they desperately need early on here, being down 30 points after the first hill. So New York doing a great job just getting in, getting it contested, doing what they can from the front and from the sides of the hill, LAG maintaining these spawns, and it's still New York getting a good bit of time here as LAG are just simply trying to contest and wipe people off.
Yeah, they're LAG right there with the break to get the scrap time, but New York is already on the rotation. New York has this rotation setting up for this next hill to get ready to pop off. No players from the side of LAG had decided to rotate, so when this hill jumps off, it's going to be all New York holding off LAG, fighting in from the front.
Yeah, and if we know anything about Robert M being on a heady, whether it's from the Demiansk S&D or this back spot here, we know it's going to be hard to get him off of that as he's just looking to hold things down for the team and just mow these LAG players down. It's looking like it could be a money hill for LAG. They're definitely going to have to get in here, get some contest, and get some early time because this one could start to get away from them early.
Getting away from it earlier, Robert M, like you said, is on the back of this head. He just holding it down. 1 player, 2 player, 3 players as they try to push in front of him. He's not letting nobody cross his path. Dirty Dan did make the play from the fire stairs, but Brindy has his back. Brindy is sitting there holding fire stairs, watching this platform, watching this little I can't even think of the name right now, but Brindy is still holding it down for he finally gets taken down. Robert M is still in the back, had to switch to his MP40 because he probably ran out of ammo in his automaton because he was back there just on a 7 streak, fully streaked out. The rotation is on for the size of LAG. They gotta hold here to start to get back in this game. They hold here, they'll put themselves right back into this game. New York is trying to push in from the back, but the opening kills did go in the favor for LAG.
Yeah, they were able to hold off that first initial wave, so the first 15 seconds going to be awarded to LAG, and they're going to need about 40 more of that to just tie this one up over here on this P4. New York are doing a great job at getting time early and not letting this one be close, but LAG was trying to carve back into it, and it's going to be a 3-4 down situation. New York now comfortably in the hill, spawns flipped out, looking like they're in good position to take the rest of the time as they already cross the century mark here on P4, and LAG just need to band together, need to go as all 4 and not throw one body at it at a time. Slow down these gunnies for New York.
Yeah, slow down the gunning for New York, but it's hard to try to slow down the gunning when you got Robert M on a 10 streak, 12-2, putting his team on his absolute back. But as his rotation jumps off, LAG is early here for the rotation. They're trying to make sure they can hold these hills for at least 30 seconds to make sure they can try to get right back into this game. The first break is on from stairs, and there's Brindy, and there's 3 down. 3 LAG players go down, and there is LAG now trying to fight in from this P2 side, trying to break in, trying to see if they can get into this hill. There's Dirty Dan, first one up, see if he can find one, but there's Destin on another 2 streak, on a 3 streak, and that is New York SubPar, making sure they control this P5 hill.
New York's just playing completely lights out right now, and like you said, that's behind Robert M on a 12 streak. He's got a dozen rolling for him, and he's just lurking around trying to get a few more freebies and extend this monstrous kill streak that he has. Already making the rotation over here for this P1. Gonna have a gunfight between 2 players here for the positioning, so we will see if he's able to wipe him off here, playing cautious, checking his corners, doing what he can to stay alive. I don't know if he's gonna see this player on the left side, but he's gonna back down from that and wait for some reinforcements from his teammates to come in. Destin gonna clean up one on the backside, so spawns do flip. Bobby is in a peculiar position. He is able to get these LG players off spawn if he's ready for it, and he is. 13 for the man. Make it 14. Make it 15 for Ghost. Bops him in the mouth, sends him back to spawn, and says, "That's enough of that nonsense. We're gonna try to bring this one back as they're getting this time."
LAG now has just finally took Robert M off his streak. They're trying to fight in, trying to get into this hill because they know that this game is getting out of hand. But New York SubPar are not letting it happen. You see Destin, he's picking it up behind Robert M. Destin is 17-9. He's on a 2 streak before he finally gets taken down. There is 3 kills in the size of LAG, but they just cannot find themselves to try to get on this hill. This hill is being very contested. There's Tej with the battle on Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan did get the last kill. The rotation is on for player 2. That's Juan Cena. He got himself all the way in the back, but they are chasing him. You got 2 players in the back. That's Brindy, and that's New York SubPar. They were for the chase, but Poseidon, he jumped on the hill to try to get early control this time, but New York is back there for the break. LAG does got the favorable spawns right now, but player 5 is making a route to make sure his team gets control of these spawns.
New York, New York, New York, man. They have just come out electric from start to finish. They wanted to make a statement tonight. They are making a statement, and they look to close us out in a statement as once again we see an all-yellow kill feed, and just a wonderful job by New York to just come out with energy, to come out enthused and ready to go. Look, they're just sending 3 resources, 3 players already over to this P3 side. I know they wanted to, be decisive tonight and make sure they were working as a team if they're going to make a decision that they needed to fly and go, and that's exactly what they're doing. They said, hey, you can have this grab time. We've got nearly a 100-point lead, so what are we going to do? The thing that started the streak, that started the beginning of the end. Bobby M back on this heady. Hopefully he's got enough ammo and doesn't have to switch to his MP40, but Juan Cena's looking to get him off this early. He knows he's going to be here.
Yeah, Juan Cena did put the shots on Robert M, but Robert M made a good job of playing his life. Nobody is currently on this hill right now. They're just fighting for spawn control. You can see LAG is trying to control this roof side spawn, and they did get 2 players on this roof. XO Ghost is coming in, but there is the play from New York to always get a player in that backside. There is LAG. They're on this hill with 30 seconds to go. If they can hold here, but all of New York SubPar came from fire. There's 3 down, 4 down for New York SubPar. You got all of LAG trying to fight in from the front, trying to get in, but New York SubPar right now doing a great job of holding them back.
Bobby out here on this heady looking like Octane, just a human turret, man. He's just head on a swivel, making plays happen. His Ghost is gonna forget to let go of the grenade there and end up sending himself back to the respawn screen. Bobby gonna turn around and try and see what was going on, but now we see New York with this P4 control where LAG had make the rotation and the play this first time around, are unable to do so this time. 2 are gonna try to come through the door, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. 2 are gonna come in, and they're gonna take 2 New York lives with them, but that does not matter much because New York just has an overwhelming map presence at the moment. Now within 20 points of winning this one, it's desperation time for Ghost. Looking like these LAG players are just maybe cooking some grenades and hanging on to them. See a couple of self-inflicted kills on the screen, maybe knowing that this is the end for him, but still playing hard on the point is Dirty Dan, trying to get some kills, trying to make something happen here. Is New York with 15 seconds left, they're just trying to close it out.
You only need 10 seconds now to try to close it out. You can see that their teammates are going there for the size of LAG. They're doing everything that they can, every desperation attempt that they can try to possibly can to break into this hill. The rotation is already on by Tej. You can see LAG. They're already stealing players. They're in desperation mode. They know there's only 6 seconds left. They run in, but there is the trade right there for Poseidon to break into this hill for LA Dweeb. LA Dweebs got to start playing perfect hard point if they want to get back into this game, but you can see New York SubPar. They got 3 players into this hill. They only need 4 seconds left. The kills are going back and forth. It is being a scrappy P5. 2 seconds left, 1 second left, and there is the game. There is the potential, the possible playoff berth seed right there for the New York SubPar to have a great turnaround season to sneak into this playoff with an impressive 3-0 win over LAG.
Very impressive, very good.